Today. What mic we on today?
Yeah.
What mic we on today?
Your mic sound
What
good.
mic we on today? My mic sound right?
Yeah, my mic, I don't know what's going on. Sound like I'm talking.
How you make the joint go talk? Remember that?
I'm talking to your John. I don't think it's picking me up heavy. Maybe it is.
I think I did the right one. If not, I know y'all looking like, yo, what are y'all doing? We setting up, so we doing. All right. But meanwhile,
Back at the ranch.
back at the ranch. Definitely back at the ranch. So, we live? Oh, all right.
We live. We
Double
hot.
screen. We thank everybody for tuning in to Billionnear Radio, LLNEAR.
Because the billions are near.
We in your ear. You know, 18 and up, no filter.
18 to 80, blind, crippled, and crazy.
It's that show that keeps you entertained. And you know, guess what?
What?
Today, oh yeah, you know, you new to the channel, like, comment, share, subscribe.
Hit that bell.
You know, hit the bell. You go to the gym today?
Yeah.
I know you did.
Yeah,
I know you did. Yeah, I got up early too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to join early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, had to join mad early. Yeah. So guess what today show is?
Episode.
Guess what today's show is?
Drum roll.
Drum roll. We've been going through it for a minute. Today, season 3, episode 127.
127.
127. I did 127 shows with you. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Man, we're the infamous Troll Brothers. We're going to take you on the infamous troll ride. Trolling is our thing. That's what we do. And guess what?
We live on Glockaway.
Yep, so tune in. Just tune in. You know, tune in. Just so you know. You feel better now?
Yeah, I'm better now. I'm getting there. I'm starting to level up.
You're starting to level up?
Yeah.
You know, did you watch the Wendy Williams documentary yet?
No. And I really don't care to.
What do you care about? Do you care about anything?
I mean, I do. I really do. But, I mean, it's Wendy Williams. I mean, the documentary, I don't know, man. It seems like she's trying to get money now. You know what I'm saying? The way it's set up, it don't feel
All right, so you ain't watch
authentic.
it. I get it. So
Yeah, it don't
all right.
feel authentic to me.
So we're not gonna do spoiler alert, but just know that it's a pretty sad situation right now because she's going through the dementia and the situation and she's losing weight.
Right.
And you know, so
Right.
they filmed it thinking it was gonna be a comeback. But
Right.
they didn't realize the severity of what was really going on with her health.
Right.
You know, so her team tried to shut it down before it came out, but
Right.
it's like 4 episodes, an hour each.
So she deteriorating
Yeah.
at a rapid pace.
Yeah, you know.
That's sad.
I don't think there'll ever be another Wendy Williams, just like it's never going to be another Howard Stern.
Right.
Because, you know, some of these people were just ahead of their time. You know.
Dang, but it's crazy that she could be on top like that and then something like that physically can break her down.
You know, speculation was that something happened to her, something was put in her system. That's speculation.
So then we start to get into the Illuminati then.
You love that word, don't you? you love that word.
I mean, then we start to get into the Illuminati. I mean, they said the same thing about Bernie Mac. I just don't know how you could be on the top of the mountain like that and then just fall so quickly.
Bernie's dead. I mean, he fell so quickly.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
I don't know
falling and dying is two different things.
No, I don't know. Falling quickly is, I think that's about as close to death as you could possibly get.
Falling?
Yeah, falling.
Nah, you can always get back up when you fall. This is about in life.
So you fall from Mount Everest, you're getting back up?
Mount Everest.
Yeah, you fall off a 150-story building, you getting back up?
Mount Everest. That's how you look at
it. I mean, Wendy was on top,
Right.
And then out of nowhere, she started fainting on the stage and all that. And on her own show, she fell out.
That's when it all declined.
Yeah. I mean, maybe somebody slipped her something, but I mean, they slipped her a disease.
They got all kind of biology, chemicals. When they wanted to get you out of here, they get you out of here. Sometimes you go to these hospitals and you get these needles, you get stuff in your system, you're taking pills, you popping. You don't know what's going on with you, but they have things that could take you out if you would,
And then it's always a mysterious disease.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the biochemicals they have is just, they probably got a library full of them.
That's what I'm saying.
If they can inject you with it, but
it was like Operation Destroy Wendy, in my opinion, right? Because she had the first documentary and she was good, and then she just started spazzing, and like I said, ever since she fought on stage, it was a whole, because she was exploiting people. She was exploiting people. Her style was it was cool, but she also, she got her fame by exploiting people's personal life and privacy. She was the first one to tell who was on the down low and not type of thing. That's how she got to Philly when they ran her away.
Right.
When they went to the office, beat her up or whatever happened, and she had to ran out of New York. She had to come to Philly.
Right.
And host her show there, and then she, built her momentum back up.
Right. Yeah, so. I definitely think Wendy was an icon, but I'm saying Wendy would have to exploit someone or some organization major, you know what I'm saying, for them to be able to do to her what they did to her.
All these notes. I don't even know what it was.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She I mean, almost like the Epstein Island thing. I mean,
what?
Yeah, I mean, you start
Epstein Island.
Yeah, you start targeting the wrong people.
So you said Wendy was a pedophile?
I'm saying no. I'm saying Wendy must have exploited somebody powerful.
Oh, of course.
You understand what I'm saying?
Didn't take her out.
And she went against the grain.
Because they took her off TV first. And then she had to go to rehab.
They messed her up.
I think a lot had to do with her divorce, though. That did a lot to her.
Not that much.
Yeah, you gotta think.
That much damage.
You gotta think. The husband had a whole nother life, a whole nother girl, a whole nother house. And she was paying for both houses, didn't know it. Yeah, so she went through a whole lot.
Was her husband her manager?
No.
Well, how was he allowed to get into her money like that? I mean,
because you trust your husband.
Well, then that was her fault.
Well, no, everything was good, but something happened, and they found out about this other woman with another house, another address. She went and inspected it and found out they had mail and everything going in.
Yeah, but Wendy was on some moving on from that though.
But that don't mean she didn't deal with the trauma.
You know what I'm saying? She was on some moving on from that.
That don't mean she was emotionally tore up.
I mean, she was making money. She should have been okay.
Oh, is that it? Oh, money's everything?
Money is everything.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
So
on Earth, money is everything.
Money's everything.
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she shouldn't be stressed out of nothing that her husband had a whole nother girlfriend.
I mean, she a woman, right? She human. So emotionally, she's supposed to feel that emotional pain, but money cures all that. You know what I'm saying? Take a trip, treat yourself nice. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying is, if you find your girlfriend or your wife with another penis in her mouth when you come home early,
right?
You're fine with some money. You don't care the penis was in the mouth.
Yeah.
and it was like somebody you knew.
Yeah, and I got money.
Yeah,
I'm out.
Oh, that's it.
I'm out.
Okay.
She just gave me a pass to get all types of new cookie. I mean, what could she say to me? You know what I'm saying? Head downtown, 4 Seasons, make a few calls, like the call I made to you.
That's how you feel.
For yellow shoes. Now you can send me yellow,
That's
pink,
how you feel.
green, brown. Send like 5 pair of stilettos up to 4 Seasons. I'll be up in the suite, bro, in the jacuzzi.
You know I don't believe you, right?
No, I'm dead serious.
All right, okay.
Yeah, I'm dead serious, bro. I'm not.
I don't believe that.
Yeah.
I watched you go through
Why
things
sit there?
in personal
Why
life,
sit
but we're going to
there-
skip over that.
Yeah, but why sit there and go through all that pain? I mean, why put yourself through that? Why bask in it? You know what I'm saying?
All right, so let's talk about parenting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about, I don't want to say bad parenting, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's just talk about, hey, listen, you know, what age? Is it me? The camera look crooked. Is it me? Is it me? It look crooked. Is it me? Sorry.
Nah, we good.
All right. So let's talk about, because sometimes you want to put your little one in position to make money,
Right.
but sometimes I think we can overdo it, right?
Right.
So what would you think? What would you say is the age to start doing waxes?
Waxes.
Shaving hair off coochies. What'd you say what age to start? If someone was going to get into that, what age? Because no one ever talks about the age limit. And the only reason I'm bringing this up, because it's somebody that went viral on TikTok, went viral all over social media.
Right.
You know, and now I'm facing charges.
For what?
Yeah, facing charges, you know.
Yeah.
So it was a woman in Memphis, a mom in Memphis. She got busted. They called it for neglect, right?
Right.
Because she got pics of her daughter, you know, waxing adults. Right. So pretty much, she's like, she has her own business.
Right.
Where she does the waxing and things like that.
Right.
And, you know, so you got people's legs in the air with the little girl in between. Tell me, oh, my baby got our first wax. My baby made this today. So you got the daughter. Yeah.
And how old is the little girl?
The daughter, oh man, she may be, don't get me wrong, I might be 8, maybe 10.
Yeah, that's way too young.
You know.
That's way
but
too young.
But it's like but isn't it like the same as a barber? Like a barber cutting hair, right? You teaching them at a young age.
They're not even close.
You know what
it's
I mean?
not even close to
but
being
that's
the
how
same thing.
That's how she's thinking of it at.
Well, she's an idiot.
Well, that's why she's under charges right now.
Yeah, she deserved to be.
She's under.
Yeah,
So you think there's something wrong with teaching little girl?
Yeah, I think something really wrong.
How do?
Yeah, I think the mom got her goddamn mind. The hell is wrong with it? That would have turned into some Ike and Tina if I'd have pulled up. Like, what the hell is you doing?
So what age would you say it's okay for the mom or the parents to teach the children how to wax coochies?
17.
17, she should wait?
Yeah, 17, 18.
So 15 wouldn't have been a problem? 15 would have been a problem?
I mean, 15 wouldn't have been a problem, but it would have been borderline.
It would have been borderline?
Yeah, because 15, she a teenager.
But here's the thing, but it's not like she's doing men, she's doing women.
It don't matter.
She's just doing, and it's a business.
So
she says she's teaching her daughter the business early. So
she could have teached her on dolls. She ain't need to teach her on real people.
Dolls don't have hair on the coochie.
They could find some.
What? I've never seen a doll with hair on the coochie.
She could create it. She could create it. She could put it on there herself. You know, arts and craft. Be creative.
Well, I'm waiting to see how this.
And then you could show her how to.
I'm waiting to see how this plays out.
She going.
You think she should go to jail?
I think she should get a warning.
To pay a fine?
Yeah, pay the fine, get your warning. Don't let it happen again.
Do you think she did something wrong?
Yeah, she did something wrong.
I don't think she meant to do anything wrong because she has a successful business.
Right.
And she would just say, you know what? I'm gonna teach her early.
You know that's close to pedophilia, right?
No, it's not put. What's
the girl 8 years old, man. She shouldn't be lined up
maybe
in some pool nanny, bro.
I gotta pull up the age again.
Yeah,
it's a young
10
girl.
Still too young.
It's in
13.
between 8 and 10.
I think from like 1 to 13. Like I'm pretty sure it's crazy. It might be 15, but 8. Come on, man. That's way. And then to put the pics up and all that nonsense.
Well, the pics is just you really can't see nothing but the legs in the air, and the daughter in between.
I know how that go, man.
You know how that go.
Yeah. You know, girls call you for that. You don't want to get a wax.
Right. So pretty much, would you feel some kind of way if you went to get a wax job and a little kid was doing it? Because that's the other part of it.
I'm not getting a wax job. I wouldn't know nothing about a wax job. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying.
But if I had my woman there and she was getting a wax job and some 8-year-old came walking, what the hell is you doing here?
So
where your mom at?
So so don't you think, this is what I'm saying. See, sometimes it's not always just the parents.
Right.
I feel like the people who's getting the wax jobs are also at fault. Because you didn't say, oh, what you doing with the little kid?
Right.
You let her go ahead with the process.
Right.
And shave your cat.
See, that says a lot about a person.
Exactly. And she
did
a couple people though. It was like, hey, she's helping out today. She's a little helper today.
Right.
And so you didn't say, well, I think she's a little too young to be shaving my cat.
Right.
You let her shave your cat.
It's not shaving. It's glue, and it's a strip, and it's a rip. It's not shaving.
So how hard is that though?
Yeah, but you don't want, like you said, the person getting it done, the woman getting it done, should have put up the stop sign and the red flag. Oh, wait a minute. Now I don't feel comfortable with this little girl doing this to me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think what
you opened up some lanes to her for some weirdos. Because only a weirdo would allow it.
So that a woman, that a kid?
Yes. The woman's a weirdo.
So the woman is a weirdo.
Straight weirdo, bro.
Okay. I think there's a couple ways to look at this, though.
Would you allow your daughter to do it?
I think I would. Why not?
You lying.
Why not?
This boy sitting up there lying.
Why you ask me that?
You was a lot.
I think it's a thin line.
You lying.
I think it's a thin line.
You wouldn't dare. You wouldn't even come close, bro. I don't even think your wife would allow
it. If she want to wax some coochies?
No. Stop talking like that, man.
What, waxing coochies?
Yeah, about your little girl.
I didn't say no little girl. I just said wax some coochies.
Oh, man. Making yourself suspect, bro.
I'm just telling you the article.
Ain't no dad gonna allow his little girl to do that. Stop. I know you lying. That's why I'm really not upset with you. Because I know you lying.
Wait a minute. You'll be upset with me? What you throw the water bottle at me?
I ain't gonna throw the water bottle. I'm gonna be like, talk to you, though.
All right, so let's talk about something
like, damn, what are you doing, huh?
So let's talk about stupidity, right? On the job.
Right.
Stupidity on the job. Now, I be hearing stuff like, all right, listen. Now, if I work as a cop or officer, security guard at a store, the last thing I'm going to do, this Mississippi police officer, Robin Connor, I should have said her name, but who cares, right? Age 33, was caught shoplifting a $140 pair of sneakers at Dick's Sporting Goods while on duty in uniform. Employees stopped her from leaving the store. 911 dispatchers notified her precinct, and her captain and the chief showed up to arrest her. Then took her to jail in her own patrol car. They took her own patrol car that she had out there and said, listen, we're going to take you to jail.
So she ruined her entire career over some sneakers.
I wonder what kind of sneakers they was.
For $140, they wasn't the hottest ones.
I wonder.
The joints be the 200 and up.
But I'm just saying,
like, ones be hitting for something. But for $140, they couldn't have been all that. So she ruined her entire career for one pair of sneakers.
Yeah. Her whole career.
And they arrested her in uniform.
Listen, the chief
put her in the back.
Right. And they put her in her own car.
Dang.
You know?
She got to be one of the most stupidest.
So does she go to jail for that? Or you give her a fine?
She ain't going to jail, but she lost her career.
She
it's
lost
over.
her job.
Yeah.
Maybe she could plead insanity or something.
Man, shit.
You know that she could plead insanity?
She could and probably win.
Yeah, I would try to go for that.
She could. She better start working on that now. Start just stealing anything close to her. You know what I mean?
So I was reading it and I said, wait a minute. I had to read it twice.
Mm-hmm.
I said, how you a cop and you stealing from a store?
And you make good money.
But how you a cop stealing from a store?
It don't make sense, bro. It don't add up.
It didn't make, but it happened.
Maybe she did it for a prank. She better prank
something. Ain't no prank.
Insanity prank something.
Nah, she thought she was getting away with it.
How did they stop her?
They approached her. She had the sneakers. She was trying to leave the store.
And they called the police on the police?
Yeah. And see, that's just me. I wouldn't have sat there.
Oh, man, she sound like she got set up. Because it don't sound right. It sounds dumb as dumb.
Yeah.
Sounds really dumb.
Real bad. Real bad. Real bad. Oh, you shouldn't tell about your boy Shannon Sharp again.
Oh, my God, they did my man's wrong.
They trying to say he gay.
They said they did Shannon wrong, man.
With them pictures.
See how he got out the truck?
The media's bad, right?
Bro, man. And I'm talking like, bro, you talk about being on private jets and, you know, spending crazy money. And you got out the truck looking like that?
I guess it's the way he was holding his hands. I don't know.
Nah, man. Then he had the man purse.
Oh, I didn't see that part. Yeah, the man purse on?
Yeah, he had the big old giant pink. The pocketbook was about this big, bro. Like a pizza. Looked like a large pizza, bro. Oh, man. Leave Shannon alone, man. Leave Shannon alone. Man. Shannon getting his money. Shannon got a gold jacket in 3 Super Bowls, man. Let him be.
What's the gold jacket? MVP? That's the gold one? MVP?
This boy didn't say that.
I'm thinking.
Bro, you played football.
No, I'm saying.
On the collegiate level.
No, it's a couple of, say that word again. Say that word again. On what level? On what level you want to come at somebody? I play football.
Played football on the collegiate level.
Oh, you fix that up real quick. You fix that up real quick. Yeah,
the gold jacket is Hall of Fame, man.
Why I say MVP? I'm thinking MVP.
I don't know why you said MVP.
MVP,
man.
Yeah, you're right. It's a Hall of Fame.
You just watch football. You really don't know nothing about it.
No, I don't know nothing about it.
You just watch
I just watch it. Yeah.
You know more about track ins and outs than football.
I definitely know about track.
Crazy ball, man.
You know I know about. No, but I was just saying, like everybody's. It's like ever since the Cat Williams interview,
right?
They've been tearing them apart. Now some before that was, but now since the Cat Williams interview, they said he made like 900,000 on that whole interview. He got like over 54 something million views, something crazy, maybe 80 million. I don't know.
He made 900,000.
Shannon Sharp, yeah.
Off that interview.
That one interview.
Well, that means it was in the billions, right?
Nah, I'm telling you, it was in millions.
Oh, so YouTube streams is different from
There you go, adding up money again.
Oh man, so it's different from the music Gotta be
stream to streams.
Nah, cause on them joints, them cats be on. You do $1 billion, you might get 40 stacks for $1 billion streams.
That's not true.
That's way true.
But it could be different for the. You
need crazy millions to just 7,000. I think if you get 7,000, you did like 500. You had to do like crazy streams, bro. Like 500 million streams. I'll get you probably 7 stacks.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
I don't know.
Spotify and all that.
Cite your sources.
Spotify.
Cite your sources.
Whatever. I'm just saying, bro. That stream ain't no money in that streaming, bro.
Okay.
If you did let's just say you had 2 million streams on Spotify. How much money do you think you made?
I have no clue.
Probably $7. You probably made $100, maybe.
I've never entertained it, even thought about it.
2 million streams will get you probably $100. You gotta do crazy streams to make money, bro. Crazy streams.
I don't think it's that low.
I really do. I think 1 billion streams on Spotify, and you probably get $40,000 for 1 billion streams.
Cite your source.
I'm serious, man. I think it's like a penny a stream or half a cent, something like that. It ain't no real money. It ain't no real money in streaming on Spotify, bro, or any of them platforms.
Anyway, your boy Kodak Black gets out of jail.
Okay.
He gets out of jail. Mm-hmm. You know he was in jail?
I didn't even know Kodak Black was in jail.
He was in jail. Mm-hmm. He finally coming out. Uh-huh. So as he's getting out, they got the rocks and stuff all on the ground.
Rocks. Crack rocks. Hey,
no. See?
What
the heck? So you saying crack rocks is going to be out of prison when you come out? It's going to be crack rocks? Where does that make sense at?
All I'm saying is rocks is already on the ground. What's the big deal? Rocks are already there. Now, if it was crack rocks on the ground, a bunch of crack rocks, then okay. But rocks belong on the ground. They already there. So he came out and it was a bunch of rocks on the ground. Okay.
Yeah. And good old Kodak Black, you gotta love him. He picks them up and starts throwing them at the camera people. The whole news media. Big old. He said, "Get out of my face." Hit the one boy in the ribs, bust his ribs, hit him hard in the ribs.
Oh, he getting sued?
Yeah.
He getting sued.
Well, the dude just dropped the charges. He said he ain't going to press charges. Oh, man. He must have got a good shot, a good camera shot.
He must have sent the goons after him.
Well, no, he might have settled.
Oh, yeah.
He might have settled.
He had to settle.
But it wasn't crack rocks on the ground, just so you know.
All right. Kodak, man, come on. Man.
Yeah, Kodak was in jail. You know what his charges was?
No, tell me.
Because it was something about probation.
Right.
He failed to contact his probation officer on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. And he was just like, I think he just either was doing something, doing a show, but he stopped contacting his probation officer.
And just went on with his life.
Yeah.
Like he ain't had to check in, huh?
Right.
Man, the easiest thing to do is walk time off.
So they got him in violation.
So how long was he in prison for?
Oh, he was sitting since was it 6 months he did? Something like that. Because we didn't even know he was missing.
And he didn't even have to do 6 months. All he had to do was show up. But when you show up, they want your urine and all that. Mm-hmm. And if you one of them people like to get high all the time, and you go see your parole officer high with all types of drugs, that's a violation. You're going to jail anyway.
But I'm just thinking, who picks up rocks and throws them at the camera person? Big rocks, the big old rocks. He just throwing them. He's just sitting there throwing them at him, throwing them, because he didn't want them in his face.
Yeah, he got issues, man. He got serious issues. You know what I'm saying? You hit the bricks, and your mentality is, let me pick up these rocks.
I'm wrong. He did 2 months. It wasn't. He did 2 months. He did 2 months in custody for probation violation.
He wasn't even in population, bro.
You don't think?
So I hope he don't try to get gangster off them 2 months. No, man.
So, but what happened was, it was a time when they found him asleep behind the wheel. Uh-huh. That's what happened. Because he was initially arrested in December for being found asleep behind the wheel of his SUV. And he's faced with charge of oxycodone possession, and evidence of tampering, and traffic violation. And his good old attorney disputed the whole cocaine charge, so he was able to slide past that.
Yeah, that's why he don't want to see his parole officer, because he wants to get high.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You know what I mean? And when it's time to show up, and he's the type of person to get high every day, all day, so he ain't gonna take time out. Like you could be like, man, I got a week. Let me clean myself up.
I think you got money, just get the lawyer to try to. He think money gonna pay everything off.
I had a boy like that, where I had got him a decent. I said, look, man, this job crazy. This is a decent job, and I got him this detox. It's green tea. I said, drink the gallon, and it's gonna clean you out. It's gonna make you go to the bathroom and all that.
That don't work no more. It used to work.
Man, this boy was smoking while he was drinking the tea. He couldn't stop. He was smoking while it was so much marijuana in his system that they just was. I forgot what they said to him, but it was something ignorant.
Listen, I know somebody that they was going for a job interview, and it was, and it was, I think, I want to say the city was, was setting them up, where they give people jobs and things.
Right.
And as he's going, he says, listen, I'm going to take my test another day. I'm going to fail it today.
At least he was honest. At least he was honest.
They told him come back 6 months after that. They said, just come back 6 months.
My man, he had a whole week to detox. He smoked the whole week. He was supposed to be detoxed. He thought just because he was drinking that detox tea, he would be straight. I was like, bro, you've been wake and bake, you know what I mean? Snack, lunch, dinner, smoking for years. For years.
But
you know how hard that is to get that out your damn system?
But the detox tea don't work like that anymore like it used to. And it doesn't take out the follicles of your hair and stuff. But what people start to do, I know I shouldn't sit on the platform, but they be paying for each other.
Yeah, that's true.
You get somebody with some clear pee, say,
that's
hey, listen,
true.
I know you don't do the draw. I need you to pee for me for this test.
For $500,000.
You charge for that?
Yes.
Man, take this, man.
So they got something that can get it out your hair follicles too?
That's old.
Come on, man. They got something that can literally get it out your hair follicles.
Yes, it comes out your hair follicles when they take hair samples and stuff like that. Yes.
No, I'm saying it's a detox for your hair follicles.
I'm telling you, it can't get out your hair follicles.
Oh, okay. That's what you was about to. You was about to tip the market.
I'm about to be rich.
you was about to have a market on some crazy.
My thing is, why take a detox tea when you get your home? Now, if you got people that all smoke, it's a problem. Everybody got that one friend, that one somebody. Like people came to me to pee for them, but I ain't do it.
Right. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So you never popped pills in your whole entire life, right?
Tylenols.
No, I'm not talking about you. This is hypothetical.
Okay.
You never popped pills in your entire life, right?
No.
I'm not talking about you.
Okay.
This is hypothetical. Stop saying it like I'm at.
Try it again.
All right. So you never, just say you never popped pills in your.
Never did.
I don't want to say this. It's dumb. Let's get past that part.
Go ahead, man.
Let's get past that part.
Go ahead.
Let's just get past that part.
Go ahead.
Say you pop one, right?
Right.
Is it going to be in your hair follicles?
Everything's in your hair follicles. Everything's come out your system. That's why the government, like the government jobs and stuff, they take hair follicles. They take hair samples. And matter of fact, here's the thing, marijuana.
And you never did it in your life, and it's never been in your system ever.
Listen, marijuana.
It's going to be in your hair follicles.
Marijuana stays in your system for 30 days.
Right.
And if you take acid or anything like that, it lays dormant on your spine.
So how long will it stay in your hair follicles?
It's gonna be a long time, probably. You know what I mean? Hair
6 months?
I don't know. Well, I can't say 6 months.
A lot of months, bro.
I can't say 6 months, but just know everything comes out of your skin. Everything comes out. So at least 30 days. I give it 30 days, just like everything else.
Oh, no.
Don't quote me on it, but I'll say I know it's 30 days that they said it gets out your system. Like if you smoke marijuana,
right,
it's gonna be in your system for 30 days.
So it's never been in your system your entire life, but if you pop one pill, it's gonna come out your hair follicles. Because it's never been in your system. It's the first time in your system, so it's not like it's running through your body like crazy.
Yeah.
But that little bit gonna come out?
Yeah.
Through your hair follicles? Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, so pretty much it's like I said, for me, just get somebody to pee for you. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but you can't get nobody to give you hair.
Yeah. No, but that's it depends on what kind of job you get.
Because they cut your hair. They do it. Whoever the petitioner is, they do it.
Yo, Toucan. Yeah. Yo, Toucan.
What's wrong with the mic?
They loud. Yeah. Oh, y'all super loud, that mama. Yeah. You can't hear him through the joint. But yeah, so all right. The YSL Rico case. Did you see what's going on with Young Thug situation now?
Did he get attacked in prison?
No, I didn't see that. But they're trying to listen. Some people trying to say Gunna didn't snitch. They said to be a rat, you gotta have some paperwork to say you get information on somebody. Like the boy Quando Rondo and them, they all saying like, how did Gunna snitch? Even Big U and them in LA, like the Crip Bulls and all that, and Quando Rondo, where's the Crip too, whatever, you know what I mean? But they trying to say, like Street Gang is trying to say, you know, how did he snitch when he didn't give up no information? Now he probably did some, you know, probably what he did was probably not, you know what I mean, not the coolest thing, but he just took the first deal, but he didn't, they say there's no paperwork. He said you can't be a snitch or you can't be a rat or whatever unless you got paperwork. He said there's no paperwork.
So there's no paperwork on Gunna?
None.
All right. So who said he snitched?
Everybody, because when they, remember the courtroom thing?
He just agreed.
Well, he took the first plea in the end, agreed, right. But there's no paperwork that says he did anything.
So he ain't snitched, he agreed.
Yeah. He took the first deal.
He out of prison, right?
He been out.
All right, so he agreed to something.
But he has no paperwork. They're saying that he
whether
snitched.
You want to call it snitching or not, he agreed to something.
Saying that he gave up his team.
Well, his agreement is a snitch. It's like, I agree. You dig what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like, I don't have to say you did this, but do I agree that happened? That's still snitching. Still snitching.
I think it's a difference between snitching and rat. I think 21 Savage had a whole song. One is snitches and one is rats.
Right. So who the rats?
I think rats are the real bad people. And the snitches are the ones who just, I didn't do that, he did it.
All right, so you got to understand something. You got people in this world who are selfish.
Right.
And they'll do anything to make sure that they're okay.
Right.
Rather they roll with you or not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll get in there. Y'all could have did bodies. Y'all could have did stick-ups, extortion. Y'all could have did all this. Y'all could have been screaming squad.
Right.
But as soon as they got him in that room, that boy just gave up. Everybody, like it ain't nothing.
That's because they gave him them Popeyes
and on top of that,
steaks.
On top of that, he the killer. On top of that, you know he a killer. You know he a murderer.
Is this a board game? Are we playing a board game? Who the killer? That's what you
I'm
sound
just saying, bro. That you would think that the murderer wouldn't be the snitch, like, right?
Hey, Nino Brown did it. What was the boy? What was it? Christopher Williams? What was the name of the show?
You got it, Nino Brown.
No, what was the dude he told
New
on?
Jack City.
Christopher Williams.
Yeah.
What was his? What did he play in that movie?
He was doing their books.
But what was his name in the movie?
I don't remember what his name was.
Yeah, he told on him. He's like, he the one. He set the whole.
Yeah, he said he was the leader.
Yeah, he and the whole thing. The whole thing. All right, so
and he was smart about it because all the documents and paperwork, he had all of it. Yeah. He had all the books, everything. So yeah.
So let's get all controversial now, right?
Right.
It's time to get controversial.
Right.
So I'm gonna start off and I'm gonna say, should transgender women be able to play basketball with high school girls? A transgender girl?
Hell no.
Because,
Hell no.
Because what happened was there was pretty much a transgender girl in Massachusetts,
right,
on the basketball team,
right,
in high school,
right,
and she beat the girl up so bad it was a hard fight, and she knocked her teeth out.
She attacked the girl?
Yeah, knocked her teeth out.
After a game or in a game?
In the middle of the game.
She just bum rushed her.
Bum rushed her. So the fight and punched her teeth out.
So it was a man beating up a woman on the basketball court.
I guess you could say, boy, they high school, so.
So it was a young man beating up a young girl on the basketball court.
Well, but if it's trans, then that's what we're trying to figure out. Should they be allowed?
Hell no. Hell no. First of all, what was he doing on the court?
Playing.
What you mean, playing?
He's part of the team.
Who made him part of the team?
Because in Massachusetts, there was no law to say transgenders couldn't play.
Well, they need to rewrite the law books. The hell is wrong with them? Come on, man.
So do you sue the school?
Yes, definitely. If I'm the parent, you definitely getting sued.
And they said he had a whole full beard and everything. Like this was a whole.
Oh, come on.
This was a bearded one.
Come on, man. Transgender with a full beard.
Probably had lipstick on.
Oh man. They out of hand with it, man.
But I know some high schools that said you know they stopped that from happening. But I guess Massachusetts is different.
And the coach should have never put it on the team. Never. So, it should have never been on a girls' basketball team.
So who do you blame for the transgender girl punching the teeth out to the other teammate? Who do you blame?
I blame the school.
You blame the school?
Yeah, I blame the school. I blame the coach. And why didn't the coach stop it? Like, why did the coach allow for that assault to go on till the girl got beat her brain? Where was the referees? They on the damn court.
When a fight breaks out, it just breaks out.
Yeah, referees is already on the court. They can intervene quickly.
I always said I feel like transgender should have their own sport.
So they sat there and watched this boy beat this girl up, basically. Grown people.
There was a couple of hits.
The coach, the referee.
They broke it up, but the damage was done.
That's crazy.
You know, and like I said, if a boy, you know, punches a girl, of course he's stronger than a girl.
You got this man out there with a beard, playing basketball with young girls.
Yeah.
And people literally watching this. Yeah. And rooting it on. Yeah, that don't make no sense at all, bro.
They said injured 3 high school girls.
That.
3 high school girl players on opposing team, leading to the team with the injured players to forfeit the game.
So how quickly could they have broken it up?
So what happened?
He was able to attack 3 girls.
So what happened was the reason why I made news because the 3 girls after it was injured, they forfeited the game. They forfeited the whole game, and they tried to say they shouldn't have lost the game because it was an unfair advantage. They should have had to forfeit the game.
Well, why did they have to forfeit?
I guess they lost 2 players. I guess they had, you know.
Oh, he beat up 3 players, so they had to forfeit because they didn't have enough players.
There you go. There you go.
Come on, man. That don't make no sense at all.
Right.
If anything, they should have penalized that team, and they should have took the loss because that's an assault.
I mean, okay.
You can't assault players on a basketball
court. People do it all the time, but it's different when it's a boy.
No, man, you can't do that.
Well, that's what they're trying to.
That's like we getting ready to play a football game,
right,
against a rival,
right,
and we go over there and knock out 3, 4, 5, 6 of their players,
right,
and now they can't play the game. Should they be penalized for that?
So they had to forfeit. They had enough players.
No, they shouldn't have to forfeit. The other team should take the loss.
So this is why the parents were upset. Everybody was upset because the strength of the boy, you know, pretty much of the trans, you know. So
right.
So I guess it was okay to play until that happened.
Well, he definitely going to jail, so it don't even matter.
He ain't going to no jail. It's high school.
He's going to prison, bro.
Where you going to go? Where you going to go?
Bro, come on, man. You think they parents ain't going to press charges?
Where you going? Okay.
All 3 parents pressing charges.
He may get a fine.
No, they going to lock him up.
2 good lawyers. You got a lawyer.
Nah, man, you can't be out there beating up little girls, dog, and you a dude.
They probably the same age.
It don't matter. They got juvenile. They got juvenile facilities. Juvenile facilities. What's wrong with you, man?
Say that word one more time.
Juvenile facilities is in play. Throw them right up in that joint, bro. Come on,
you said, man. Juvenile?
Juvenile
Sorry,
facility. Make me say virginity. Virginity. They got they got juvenile facilities. So, you know, he gonna do something.
Nah, he'll get a fine. That's it.
Nah, we'll see.
What's it gonna?
They might kick him out of school and everything, man.
That may happen. He may get kicked out of school.
And it's a possibility.
But no, wait a minute. Nah, it was a fight. He suspended. It's suspension.
Oh, man, they gonna get him, too.
They're gonna suspend him.
They're gonna get him. They're gonna run down on him. I guarantee
you
they're gonna run down on him. 3 females? Nah. They probably got cousins. Brothers.
I'm sure he got family, too.
It don't matter. He gonna get his brains beat. They gonna beat the brakes off of him. He gonna turn back to a boy when they finish with him.
I don't know. Who knows?
They gonna beat all that. They gonna beat all the female tendencies out of him. He ain't gonna have no more female tendencies.
I don't know. You can't say.
After they done stomped his damn brains out.
Well, you never know.
Beat him close to death. That's what he deserved.
What if the transgender can fight? Then what?
It doesn't matter.
What if the transgender took boxing lessons when he was younger? Then what?
It doesn't matter.
You don't know.
Come on, bro.
You don't know what happened.
It ain't gonna matter. It ain't gonna matter.
They're gonna shoot him?
That's a possibility.
Okay.
You act like it ain't possible.
Listen, it's over. Whatever happened.
That ain't over. It ain't nowhere near over.
You think
you're gonna be reading about him next?
It's over.
Okay. We'll see.
It's going to be probably a fine. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's it.
And where this happened at? In Connecticut?
Massachusetts. Does color matter for you? Because I know it does for you. So let's just say a white transgender injured 3 girls. So everybody's white. So does that make difference now?
No.
Okay.
He still deserved to get what he got coming to him.
Because you know you all the white black thing. So
yeah, but he still would have everything coming to him that he got deserved coming to him.
Might get probably suspension.
Beating up on females, man. At a basketball game.
It only seems bad because it was the train.
And it's a female league.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're going to shut that down real quick, right?
They need to.
Say they need to shut it down?
They need to.
We're going to see. We're going to follow up with this story.
And I guarantee you.
I feel like transgender should have their own sports. Like, you know, you got men's team, women's team. I think transgender should have their own team.
Oh, yeah, of course. I
think down the road, that's the solution.
Yeah.
And I think there's enough transgenders that you can form your own team.
Yeah.
Especially in basketball. I don't know if they want to play or not, but.
I mean, they can have their own league. I'm not going to watch.
You want to watch it?
Hell no.
I would definitely watch that.
I'm not watching
You have to watch it with some popcorn. You want to watch the transgender league?
No.
It might be a.
I ain't feeling nothing about that whole thing.
It may be a Dominique Wilkins out there. Boom! Like, you know what I mean?
Whatever. They always gonna be weirdos in my eyes.
So that's not nice, man.
Straight weirdos.
That's nice. That's not nice. You can't call people weirdos, man.
It's transgender. Stop it.
You know. So. Since you want to call them weirdos, I'm gonna change the segment because that's like disrespectful.
I meant it.
I know, but you always want to get us jammed up with the Rainbow Coalition, man.
Yeah.
Listen, I get how you feel, but still you can't talk that way.
All right, go ahead, switch it up.
I know you don't care.
I don't like them.
What did they ever do to you that you don't like them?
It's corny, man, because they confused. They don't know what.
How you gonna say they confused? They know what they are. They
don't know what they are if they're trying to be. How you know what you are and you're a dog trying to be a cat?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, all right.
If you feel like you are, whatever you are, you are.
Yeah, I hear you.
But why did you like them though? What did they ever do to you?
What you mean? What did they ever do to me?
Why you repeat the question?
Like you asking me crazy questions.
Since you don't like them.
Yeah, I don't like what they stand for. Put it that way.
What do they stand for? Mind their business.
No, they don't. They stand for straight weirdoism, bro.
It's for mind their business.
Straight weirdoism. Straight weirdoism. That's what they stand for, bro.
So you're saying the whole transgender community is weirdos?
In my opinion, yes.
And they did nothing to you. They never offended you any kind of way.
I don't care.
So you just don't like them?
No, I don't. I think they confused.
So someone said, I don't like this person right here because he's black with a beard.
How is that the same thing?
It is the same thing.
It's not.
So their sexual preference is to do what they do, and it has nothing to do with you, but you don't like them.
No, I don't.
You don't think that's bias? You don't think that's a problem?
No, I don't.
You need to get that checked out, man.
No,
you can't
that's how I feel.
That. But you can't be that way to people.
I can be any way I want. It's a free country.
You can't. It is free.
It's a free world. I can think how I want to think.
It's definitely free.
I'm just not. I'm cool on that.
You cool on that?
Cool on that.
All right, we're going to change it up just for you.
Okay.
I see you sweating right now.
I ain't sweating
You're getting nervous, man. Your eye twitching.
Whatever, bro.
So look. If your parents were pedophiles, would you have them executed?
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
You find that your parents are pedophiles?
Yeah.
I think that's a tough situation, man.
Man.
That's a tough situation.
Man.
We got these two Florida sisters, and they actually did all the calling and tracked down their father for doing pedophile and raping to their friends and family and everything else. And they didn't get serious till the one sister said I guess he raped her daughter or something, which would have been a niece. And so while everybody
So you got a married couple?
No. Two sisters.
Two sisters.
And their dad is a pedophile and a rapist.
And the dad has been running through their family members and friends.
Yes.
All right, he got to go.
Yes. He got about 24 kids.
Yeah, he got to go.
And when it hit to the 4-year-old, that's what they think, So they couldn't find him, but they went looking for him. And now they went looking for him. They found all his hiding spots, all his friends and everything. And pretty much now he's in jail, and they wishing the death penalty on their own dad.
Yeah, he got to go.
I think they're gonna need some serious therapy for that.
Yeah, he definitely got
to go. I think they're gonna need therapy though. I wouldn't advise anybody to push for execution for your own mom and dad. Like, okay, you got them locked up. You feel like it's the right thing to do, but what does that do to you psychologically? Like, you're responsible for killing your own dad. How crazy is that?
Man, look.
I told you it'd be controversial.
Man, look. Especially if they touch one of my children, they gotta go. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care.
I'm not saying that you gotta go. I'm just
saying. I probably pulled a lever myself.
You pull a lever yourself?
Yeah. Love you, but you gotta go.
Do you really love them?
Hey.
Do you really love them if you pull that lever? Or you just saying it because it's the right thing to say?
I'm putting them out their misery, bro.
I don't think you love them if you pull a lever.
You ever see a horse on the ground? Broken leg? You put the plug in their head, you put them out their misery.
Put the plug in their head?
Yeah.
The thing, you watch too many movies, man.
Whatever, bro.
You actually watch a horse die?
In real life?
Yeah.
No.
That's what I said. You watch too many movies.
But that could be YouTube. That could be anything, bro.
Okay.
It ain't got to be.
You watch too many.
It could be TV.
You watch too many YouTubes.
It could be TV.
No, but I feel like it's definitely a problem that he's a rapist, and I think he was probably a pedophile when they were kids and affected them too.
But he raped their friends. they cousins,
Yep.
they nieces,
He
nephews.
He pretty much is like the Robin Hood
children.
of the neighborhood.
He was raping children, man.
Right.
He like a Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
So what did they do to Freddy Krueger?
A pedophile version.
Yeah. So I mean, he gotta die.
But do you think that you should be the one to make that call? Like, they actually became the detectives, tracked down their dad.
The system is going to take care of it, and that's probably
the system couldn't find them.
But listen, they found them because you're telling the story.
They said he was on the run for 15 months.
Okay.
They tracked him down for 15 months.
And that's probably the best thing that happened to him.
And they said their father was their best friend. This is where the mental and the psychological problems come. They're going to need therapy. Because
the same guy that raped them was their best friend?
Well, they was talking about everybody else being raped. But at the end of the day,
so he never touched these two daughters or these two sisters?
I didn't catch that in the story.
Your rapist is your best friend?
But he allegedly assaulted 24 children between the ages of 4 and 16.
Oh, man. He's done.
And, yeah.
He's done.
Done. But here's the thing. They physically went to 40 motels tracking him down. 40 motels and other residents are trying to find their father. He literally was like looking for him. 15 months on a whole search.
Man, he about to feel a lot of pain, bro. All that pain he put them children through, ain't nothing compared to what they about to do to him.
But you know what? I was told that like the pedophiles and stuff, they got a whole unit with them. Like they put them together because of that. That's what they saw. Like anybody be talking about how it happens in jail.
No, that ain't how.
They said the pedophiles and the rapers, they got their own little stuff.
Bro,
they put them together. I'm telling you what they say is going on right now.
Bro, the last pedophile went to jail. They put him on. He got like 40 stab wounds in his back. And he got gang raped. His pants filled with blood.
What month was this? You mean the joint you saw on TV?
On Instagram.
Right, but it depends on.
Oh, bro.
What? Oh, all right. Yeah, that's where we at.
Yeah.
We rolling, huh? Yeah. All right. But dang. Like I said, in closing. If that's your best friend, that's your father, and you decide to track him down 15 months, and he's a pedophile and a rapist, and you are pushing to execute your father, you may talk this heroic stuff in the cameras, but deep down inside, you're going to need a lot of therapy. A lot of therapy. Like, them girls are never going to be right for the rest of their life.
Yeah, that's true. They're going to need therapy. But all I'm saying is he got to get what's coming to him, though. That's mandatory.
Yeah.
Ain't no getting around that. There's nothing, you can't get around that, bro. It's sad. It's sad, but that's the way it is.
All right, well, we thank everybody for tuning in. Billionnear Radio, WLWNEAR.
Because the Billions in there.
What, we season 3, episode what?
27.
127
yeah.
In the books, and we out.
Billions.
I was going to say that.
I told you to stop.
You told me to stop saying that?